What is going on? Welcome to a brand new video. Today I am on a 33-hour Amtrak train ride, and I'm bringing you along to show you how I'm operating my business while I'm on this train ride. So I'm going to be trying to film a commercial while we're on the ride, doing some video editing and a variety of different tasks along the way. And I want to bring you along and show you how I'm doing this on the go. I'm going to show you what tools I'm using along the way, how I'm setting things up, and what it takes to get this stuff done while I'm traveling. We are currently going through what did they say, like a 6-mile long tunnel. It's completely pitch black on the outside of the train, and it's kind of interesting to have this different way of traveling where I literally have to keep reminding myself that I'm not in any kind of hurry. I've literally got all day, not even just all day, but I've got 2 days sitting here in this nice, big, open, cozy room, and I don't have to be in a hurry to do anything. I got lunch scheduled, I got dinner scheduled. Other than that, I've got a few things I want to work on over the next couple days, but I've got nothing but time just hanging out, enjoying the views when we do get out of this dark tunnel here. But it's kind of cool. Completely different way of traveling than normal, and got to keep reminding myself that I've got nothing but time. No hurries, nowhere to be. No, worrying about being off the flight in a couple hours or anything like that. It's just kick back, relax, enjoy the ride. Okay, I am going to try to set this little shot up here. The most difficult part about being in a small space on this train is that the lighting inside is not very bright, so it's tough to get enough light inside, but then when the sun's out, it's very bright outside. But I also got a lot of changing light conditions with light outside, so sometimes it's bright, sometimes it's dark, and that is proving to be challenging for some of these situations. So luckily for me, I've got a little tool here to hopefully help me out with some of these situations, and that is the Amaran Ace 25C here. It did bring a little portable light. The one thing I screwed up on, I think, on this trip so far is that I should have brought a little arm of some kind to mount this light to more places. Currently, the only thing I have really to attach this to is my Insta360 stand here that I was using for the action camera, which, since I'm using this for the light, it makes putting the camera somewhere a little bit more challenging. So we do have this nice little stand for this. So I'm going to try to get this placed in a way that we can get enough light from the inside of the train here over to where I'm sitting, and set up the camera over in this position here to get me a little closer to what I'm aiming for here. Trying to get this nice kind of close-up of the headphones. I'm going to switch to vertical, because if we were shooting this as an ad for a product, we'd probably want this to be in the vertical orientation. Looks like we got plenty of light in that situation currently. So we'll go ahead, hit record on this. Move this over here to where you might be able to see what's going on. And then try to squeeze into the right position here for the shot. So I'm going to get a couple seconds of clips like that, and then I'm actually going to zoom this lens all the way in, double check my framing, and just get a couple more clips here closer up so you get a nice clean side shot of the headphones. Okay, I think those would be a couple good clips there. And then I was thinking, well, I've got the pillows out here because I was taking another nap. We might swap this over to here and try another little clip of me laying down here as an alternate for, you know, basically just trying to get a few different angles of what I would genuinely use these headphones for in actual real life scenario. So trying to get a few different angles of things I would actually do with them. Reframe this in again. I'm gonna do another same shot close up once again. I'm ready for another nap. This up once again. Now we kind of need to wait for the sun to come back out. Or do we pop this back up here again, maybe? Yeah, it's definitely a struggle fighting with the inconsistency of the light, but I do want to try to use some of this natural sunlight as much as possible. So this would be another way I would use these headphones to do a little work on my laptop or video editing. There's the sun. I get a little too comfortable and started to doze off there with the sun coming through the window. It's nice and toasty in here. Actually quite a comfortable ride so far. I've been surprised, but we've got lunch coming up here in about 15 minutes, and a nice part about having this big room that I've got is all my meals are included. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner are included in the next couple days here on the train. And as I head up to the dining car here, I'll show you a little bit more of the train along the way. So there are a few examples of some different shots I would try to acquire while in this current situation here on a train in a small space with very inconsistent lighting. As you can see right now, the sun blasting through the window from the side here at this angle, I think looks really nice, but as it goes away into the clouds here, then it becomes more of a darker, not so great lighting scenario. So that's why I have this additional light here, but how often it changes makes it very difficult to get the right shots. So kind of just the advantage I guess I have here of having so much time in this space is that I can take my time, try some different things, wait for the light to change and do what I need it to. The other option would be to completely blank out the windows and use nothing but artificial lights, which, like I said, I don't think I brought enough attachments and things Probably would need additional lights to make that work more effectively, and I like the look of the natural light a little bit better. So being able to do this over the course of a couple days gives me a lot of flexibility with different options to try out and get these different shots. We can also play around with a variety of different angles and being able to have stuff set up in all kinds of different spots. Since we have this whole huge cabin to myself, makes it really nice to play around with those things and see if we can get a couple of good shots that would turn into something that looks kind of like this as a potential spec ad. Planes, trains, or automobiles, it doesn't matter what kind of trip I'm going on, there's one thing I'm always packing, and that's my noise canceling headphones. Whether I'm trying to take a quick nap throughout my vacation or trying to get a little bit of work done and being productive while I'm traveling, my noise canceling headphones are something that always makes it in my bag when I travel. One other quick note I had about this type of product video filming, in my opinion, too, is that this is generally what I would do with this product when I was traveling on a trip like this. So I would actually use these headphones like I am right now for editing videos. I would actually use these headphones for noise cancellation if the train was too loud and I was trying to sleep. These are things that I would actually do with this product, which one, it makes it easier to come up with ideas for how to film the ad, in my opinion, but it also makes it a lot more relatable to the potential customer this ad is being shown to, because this is something that is much more relatable when it looks like this is a thing you would actually do with these headphones. It's not just, headphones spinning around in space in a cool thing. Even though that looks cinematic and whatnot, it doesn't feel as realistic. So I really personally prefer these kind of like lifestyle type ads where you generally see the product in a place where you could potentially see yourself using it. And they're fun for me to make, and I think they also have a better chance of actually convincing the customer that, hey, this is something I could see myself using.